Hi, welcome to Stary Writing Camp. Here is a writing camp for beginners to master online writing and become skilled writers. So far, you have completed the previous 6 classes. You've likely completed a few chapters of your story. If so, congratulations! Every writer wants to share their works with more writers and get more attention. To achieve this goal, we must engage in the readers at the beginning. Before reading the first line of the first chapter, many readers start with the description. Thus, a brilliant description is a must. Today's course will introduce 3 types of descriptions and provide some tips on writing the description. Number 1, main character's description type. This kind of description can let the readers know the story type and introduce the characters quickly, but it lacks emotions and tends to be insipid. Readers might not have the patience to read along. If so, you want to write a description based on the main character. Make sure the background story is attractive enough. The main characters are adorable, and the suspense in the description can arouse readers' desires to know what happens next. Number 2, outline description type. Let's take a look at an example from the book I Will Be Beautiful. Jacqueline is a werewolf, an overweight werewolf. The only people that really care about her are her brother and her friend. But on her first day back to school, she finds her mate, the future alpha of the Bane's wolf pack. But he makes it more than obvious that he doesn't want her. So Jackie does the only thing she can think of, she runs away. 4 years away from her hometown, Jackie's back and more beautiful than ever. But has her mate changed as much as she has? I guess you'll just have to read the story to find out. After reading the description, we already have an idea about the main plot points of this story. The readers can easily predict what will happen and decide if it is really up their alley. Compared with the main character's description type, this type of description gives characters a clear picture of the story, but it lacks emotions. When the writer tries to introduce the outline of the story using only a few paragraphs, the personality of the story is often omitted, and the emotions are lost. If you decide to choose this type of description, make sure you use concise and accurate language to present an exciting story with surprising twists so that the readers will want to explore your story. Number 3, story fragment type. This type uses a fragment of the book as its description. Generally, the content that could be chosen from as a description might include the first meeting between 2 main characters, a sadomasochistic love scene, a confession, a change of fate. These moments are usually very dramatic and can shock readers and give them a thrill. But when readers don't know the background, they might not understand what happens here and what the description tends to tell. So, if you want to select a fragment from your story as the description, you can select one fragment from the very first chapters in your story and make sure there are no more than 3 characters. Of course, you can apply 2 or all types in your description as well. You can describe a scene or a plot while displaying the characters' personalities and the story's conflicts. If you do so, the description is likely to be highly readable and give readers a sense of substitution. After you choose the type of description you'll write, you should pay attention to the following 2 points. Number 1, leave a hook in your description. The hook gives the readers the desire to read the first chapter of your book. Generally, at the end of the description, the writers will leave a hook, such as the main character's first meeting or contracted marriage, the beginning of a misunderstanding, a cliffhanger, or some shocking event, the exposure of the character's true identity. As a writer, it is necessary to learn how to use these hooks, to understand what kind of content readers like to read, and clear the attractive points in your work. With this knowledge, you can compose a description that best displays the book's virtues and make it the best ads for your books. Number 2, words number. Some writers might ignore the readability of novels. Remember, people read for fun, not for academic research. So, the text should be easy to read. The language should be fluent and straightforward. If the description is too short, you can't give readers sufficient information. By contrast, readers might lose their patience and interest to read if the description is too long. So you can limit the number of words between 100 to 300 words when you're writing it. Now it's your turn to write a description for your story. If you've already written a description, you can also modify it with the tips from this course. Hope this course will help you gain more reads. Time flies. The next course will be our last course. We will talk about how to win a contract on Stary. Don't miss it. See you soon.